Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Bo again. So today, we're going to talk about the Supreme Court decision. And even though the court ruled on a number of cases over the last few days, I have a feeling I don't have to specify which one I'm talking about. Everybody's already going to know. Because it's the one that is going to fundamentally alter a whole lot of states. Because that's what happens due to this ruling. Everything reverts back to the state level. There are a number of states, particularly Republican states, that have laws on the books already in case this happened. So in those states, family planning will become a crime. What else will happen in those states? Mothers will be lost, guaranteed. It's going to happen. Teen pregnancy will increase, which means child marriage will increase. Poverty will increase. There will be malicious prosecutions. It's going to be bad. It was always going to be bad. Now, if you live in one of those states, what you're probably going to hear is, well, you need to move. And that makes sense until you realize that the people who don't have those power coupons, don't have that cash to circumvent these laws, well, they also don't have the cash to move. The people who this is going to impact the most don't really have the means to remedy their own situation. They can't just pack up and move. Those who have the means to do that, well, they also have the means to just get around the law. I am certain that there will be a whole industry that pops up within the security consulting industry that caters to people who want to have discrete family planning decisions outside of their state of residence. This won't impact the rich. This is another case of Republicans kicking down at poor people to make themselves feel better. This is going to be bad. And not just for all the moral reasons. I'm not talking about the whole bodily autonomy aspect of this. I'm talking about the fact Republicans caught the car. They're the dog that caught the car. Now, what are you going to do? Because it's going to be your state that has these issues. And that's just a fraction of them. So, what's the solution for the country? The people who made this decision at the Supreme Court, a whole lot of them lied to get their jobs. They lied during those hearings. They said things that weren't true. And here we are, because they were believed. It's time to unpack the court. That's your solution. It's really your only solution. The court was packed by people who said one thing and then did another, who knew they were going to do the other thing when they said what they said to Congress. The solution is to add more justices. This is the beginning. They're going to go after other stuff that is going to impact you directly. And I know somebody's going to say, well, that's going to undermine faith in the court. Only 1 in 4 Americans has faith in the court. It literally has never been this low. You can't make it worse. There is no faith in the Supreme Court. And when you were talking about a court who is the highest court in the land, the one that is supposed to make the interpretations of people's basic rights, it's kind of important that they have at least some faith from the people that they will be impacting. It's that whole consent of the governed thing. Right now, they don't have it. This is going to make it worse. The solution is to add more justices. That's the solution. Understand, turning this into federal legislation, sure, it'll help for a little bit on this particular issue. But they've made it clear they're going after marriage equality. They're going after a whole lot of other stuff. Your only solution is to unpack the court, to get rid of these extremists that were put on there, right? But you can't do it that way. You can't remove them. So the solution is to add more. You add more justices, you dilute their votes. That's the solution. And it's the only solution. You can argue about whatever you want, but that's how it's going to have to happen. And if I was a member of the Republican Party, I'd kind of be hoping that that's what the Democratic Party does. Because as these decisions come down that sound so good in your rhetoric, and they really motivate your base, the outcomes, the impacts, the effects of those decisions on your state, they're not good. The solution is to add more justices, to unpack the court, to dilute the votes of these justices. And it's really the only solution. Everything else is going to be a Band-Aid. These people were appointed for life. They're going to have to dilute the votes. And if they don't, it is going to get worse and worse and worse. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.